Twitter finds itself in another controversy after it briefly removed the blue tick or the verified badge from the personal handle of the Vice President Venkaiah Naidu on Saturday in a new provocation for the government in the ongoing standoff between the social media site and the government over the new social media rules. Now, this blue tick was restored within a few hours when objections were raised by the Vice President's office. The Ministry of Electronics and IT is likely to issue a notice to Twitter asking why this was done without prior intimation. Now, this is a contempt of a constitutional post, according to government officials. Twitter wants to test India's patience. This is what sources have indicated to NDTV. However, what is Twitter's stand on this entire issue? Twitter has said that as per their own rules, any account which lies dormant for a period of 6 months where the user hasn't logged into the account, the verification is subject to revocation. Let's go right across to my colleague Akhilesh joining us with the very latest. Akhilesh, you've been tracking the details of this story, and it's not just Venkaiah Naidu, but even several top RSS leaders whose verification badge or that blue tick has been removed.
That's right, Rishika. And in fact, Vice President's blue badge was restored after it was pointed out by the Government of India to Twitter that you cannot take things lightly because he is the second most important person in India after the President. Vice President is the second most important person, is the highest constitutional authority of the country. And you cannot behave with him in this manner. There should have been a prior intimation before removing this blue badge. The government sources also asked whether the Twitter will be doing the same thing to the US President or the US Vice President. So in that matter, it's very serious. That's what the government sources are telling us. And after government's protest, this blue badge was restored. But it did not stop there only because including RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, various RSS leaders have also lost their blue badge. And now, in fact, what we have been, we have got a letter by the MeToo which has been written to the Twitter authorities in the USA, reminding them about the new ethics code of the IT rules which were enacted in February this year. And it has been given a final notice. They are saying that the notice is very clear that this is a final notice, and after this, if the Twitter does not comply with the new ethics code and the new IT rules, then the Government of India will be forced to take action against the Twitter. So the wordings are very harsh and very clear, and the government's motive is very clear that Twitter has to fall in line as far as the compliance rules are concerned.
All right. So that, of course, is the big story that we are, in fact, tracking. A fresh controversy there brewing between the government and the social network site. Now, that blue tick has been restored. But like Akhilesh is pointing out, what Twitter has said is that this is as per protocol, that if an account lies dormant for a period of more than 6 months, then it is subject to verification being revoked. We'll keep a close watch on this controversy.